You mentioned stealing rebounds, and you kind of joke about it, but
He steals. He steals.
yeah. But like, how does the team honestly feel about that when a guy like Russell comes in for a rebound? How do you all feel about that?
We got a defensive rebound. I don't think nobody think twice about that. As long as we get the rebound, I don't think we're worried about that. Like individually, we're not like, damn, I got to get this rebound. I got to rebound more. Like, as long as we get the rebounds, we all cool with that.
We talked a lot about Russell's just dynamic play in terms of triple doubles over the past 3 seasons you've been here. I mean, he's got an opportunity to get, I guess, 16 more rebounds to get a triple double tomorrow. What do you think about that opportunity? And if he has a chance to do it, like, are you okay with guys helping him out in doing that, or guys, conceding rebounds? How do you feel about that?
No, I don't think Russell's ever played that way. I think he's always focused on winning. He's got a unique ability because he's a guy that's been able to impact the game with his scoring, his rebounding, and his assists. But for me as a coach, the most important thing is, can we build off these last 2 games on the road and play well and play better and make some improvements and strides. So, just being around Russell, I know he's not wrapped up in all that stuff. He's more wrapped up in winning. And that's the most important thing to him. I think the most important thing to our team. So, again, it would be a great personal milestone. Certainly what we did last year was incredible. It'll be another incredible milestone this year. But at the same point, it's not about that. It's about our team, and it's about winning.
What would that mean for him to do that within the context of this year's team? Because last year it was a different team with different expectations, both internally. I mean, maybe not internally. Maybe the expectations are the same every year internally.
Right.
But externally, I think people viewed last year's team differently because you guys had lost Kevin, and Russell was kind of had this narrative all season of the triple-double. But this year it's kind of been more to the back burner in terms of, having these guys around like Paul and Carmelo. Like, what would it mean this year as opposed to last year?
I just think it's different. What he does, and like I said, it doesn't make a difference who's playing with him. Whether it's him passing the ball and creating and generating assists or his ability to rebound, those 2 things are always going to be constants with him because of his game. The scoring part of it probably is not the same numbers of scoring and the same number of shots that he's taken last year because he has different offensive players around him. But I think it speaks to what kind of fingerprints he has on games in a lot of different aspects. And, like I've always said, like the scoring part is the easy part on the triple-double stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just is because he's going to be able to score. It's the other things he does that impacts winning. Rebounding helps us win. The assists get other people involved. So I think it speaks to him as a player more than anything else of how unique he is.
How much of a difference does it make when he gets that rebound, that defensive rebound, and is able to take off as opposed to somebody else?
Oh,
we saw it last night.
Yeah, it helps. It's big. I mean, it's like I did this with Noah and Horford in Florida. Like when those guys rebounded, they started the break. And anytime you have a point guard or a person that's a ball handler starting the break, and they're the first person to touch the ball off a rebound, it's really hard to get back in transition. And for Russell, for as great as a rebounder he is, those times that he gets it, it allows everybody to run. It allows the floor to be open. It allows for him to use his speed and his quickness and his athleticism, and then he gets his vision involved. But there's a huge advantage when he rebounds the ball and starts to break.
I don't mean this critically, but the dependence on Russell in terms of initiating offense, scoring this year, outside narrative again, going into this season, people might have thought that would be alleviated because you have Paul and Carmelo coming in, you have different guys coming off the bench like Raymond who can contribute more in that aspect. What have you thought about how you guys are dependent on Russell in terms of the offense this year and how much you've leaned on him to kind of initiate things?
Well, I think the first day of training camp, everybody was open-minded and willing to sacrifice to do what was best for the group. And I think that still, to this day, several months later, still remain the driving force with our team. I think part of the reason why Russell maybe early in the year struggled and wasn't maybe playing where he had maybe the previous year was, one, he missed some time in training camp. And I think, two, as a point guard, he takes a lot of responsibility.